You will feel many emotions throughout your RuneScape journey, including frustration, hope, excitement, but most importantly, what drives most people is the feeling of satisfaction you get every now and then. There are many things that give satisfaction in the game, some more than others, and for this reason, the list entries will be pretty broad, but everyone should be able to relate to them. Starting off with a small one, number 5, unexpected rewards and achievements. You know that little surprise ooh moment when you get a level up and you weren't tracking it and it totally catches you off guard, or when you're killing a boss for a specific drop and you get rewarded with something that you didn't exactly need, but it's still super nice. This is a pretty specific feeling, and although it's not as satisfying as the others on this list, the surprise element here is what makes them such nice feelings. Satisfaction usually happens when you're trying for something and you succeed at it, but the unexpected ones you aren't really trying for, and they're just like a remember that, yo, you're winning. Their struggle to reward ratio is always very positive, no matter how little the reward is, since there was technically no struggle for it. Once again, they are part of the little things that keep us playing, but it's a less strong feeling than the next ones on our list, such as number 4, getting a pet. There are not many players in the game who actually grind for pets. So for most people, pets are unexpected, and that also gives them the extra satisfaction, similarly to the last point. Except this time, they're super rare. You know they're technically useless, and only fun flex thing is following you around, but everyone wants one. I can't explain why they're so glorified by everyone, including myself, but when you see in the clan chat that someone gets a pet as a drop, it's a massive hype. For me, a massive hype is also when you press the subscribe button, but that shouldn't take away from the glory of getting a pet, since the chances of getting one are so low that usually you're not even actively hoping for one, and it's such a huge surprise when it does happen, especially if you realize that some people are grinding for pets and are sometimes putting hundreds of hours into getting a specific one, and here you are, being rewarded with a pet randomly, and it's yours to keep forever. It gives your character that extra value without actually adding any measurable value such as bank value, damage, or anything like that, so this is why it's listed lower than our entry number 3, hitting a milestone you've been grinding for. In RuneScape, the sense of achievement is quite well balanced. It is usually true that as a task gets more difficult or longer, you feel more satisfaction once you finish it. This is why people are often motivated to finish massive grinds, such as getting a max cape. Maxing out is not that useful actually, since you don't unlock much more new content past certain levels, but somewhat the sense of achievement is worth it for people. Just the idea of getting all 99s is motivating enough to do thousands of hours of grinds. Of course not everyone feels the same, and for most people that's too much. I myself am the guy who complained about getting a fighter torso and that it's a terrible grind in the video you can see in the top right corner, so you can bet that I will likely not be maxing ever. The most satisfying milestones to hit usually include unlocking something that improves your game, such as getting 82 construction for the ornate rejuvenation pool, or finishing the Fremenic achievement diaries to have your bones be automatically noted at the Dagonath Kings. Once you finish the grind, you feel freedom and satisfaction. You have received your rewards for it, and you can finally take on new challenges. Talking about challenges, our list entry number 2 is completing a difficult challenge. The challenges vary between people since we all play RuneScape in different ways, but I'd say the most popular type of challenges would be beating a difficult PvM opponent. Do you remember the first time you got a fire cape? Your heart rate being so high that you're at risk of getting a stroke, and the satisfaction once it's over, you did it. You're proud of yourself. The more you progress in the game, the harder the challenges get. Killing your first Sulra, completing a raid, and hardest of all, beating the Inferno. Human beings love being challenged, and School Runescape has many great challenges for every type of person, and always succeeds at giving the rewarding feeling afterwards. So much so that the people start making their own challenges once they feel they've beat the ones that the game offers to you, such as speedrunning raids or getting exceptionally low level Inferno completion. It's definitely one of the most satisfying things in the game, but there's just one thing that beats it in my opinion, and it's the list entry number 1, getting a rare drop you want. I love the old school RuneScape's PvM system. There are just no other feelings in this game that beat the overflowing excitement and happiness of receiving valuable loot that you actually need. It is true for any account type that does PvM. If I want to fall asleep in a good mood, I can just think about the emotion of getting a Dragon Warhammer drop on a mid-level Iron Man, or seeing a purple chest at Chambers of Serik, expecting it to be an arcane prayer scroll but actually being rewarded with the twisted bow. Those moments are always so pure, and you genuinely have to stop for a second before realizing that, wait, this actually happened, and then your face lights up. You will spend the next few hours in complete disbelief, especially if you had grinded for that drop for a while. It always feels surreal, and you just feel accomplished after it. That's the best feeling in the game. If you enjoyed the video, also give me the best feeling, and check out the other top 5 lists video on the screen, as you may enjoy that one too. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you the next time.